I read a little bit in Nation of Islam doctrine that says that there's a 6,000-year reign of the white man, basically, and then at a certain point comes to an end. Is that a belief that a view that you subscribe to? And that's
100%.
And that's happening now, maybe.
We believe that the confusion in the white man's governments of the world, jockeying for a new world order, and economic battles that are going on, the dollar, the euro. That's beautiful. The dollar, the euro, and here with the Sexgate scandal. The white man's world, we feel, is coming to a close. That would look great. And the lady, her name was Valerie.
So it was,
this is a female piece, isn't it, brother? Yeah, this would look beautiful on her. And a complimentary male piece that would go along with this. This is the Coogee
Her
line.
name wasn't Valerie.
No, her name was Phyllis.
Phyllis. Yeah.
Phyllis. The other lady's name was Valerie. Right, you remembered her.
Yeah.
That black woman caught your eye, didn't you?
No. Well, not in a bad sense. She didn't catch your eye.
She didn't catch my eye?
She was distracting you.
Your eyes were going like... Wait.
Yeah, but we haven't put that to the test.
God damn it. How come I'm doing everything but what I want to do? Turn this motherfucker up.
Miss...
I'm just fucking up all the way around.
Horse?
Yes.
No, it's not.
Well, you can't do it with Leanne, and you can't do it with Kate.
No, get a shot of Leanne and
You
Kate.
can't do it with your Miss England or Miss London or whatever. You can't do it with any of them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give them a second look.
Yeah. Fair enough. This is horse skin? Wow.
That's the baby.
A baby horse?
Yes.
That is not going to go down well in Britain.
Oh, really?
They love
Then you
horses.
shouldn't buy them.
Well,
I love horses more than you do black people.
in Britain?
Yes. It goes down quite well in Britain that you colonized all of certain sections of Africa and built the wealth of England, but you sound so sympathetic over the little pony.
I wasn't trying to make a race issue out of it. Oh, you're giving me such a hard time.
Now, how would I give white folks an easy time?
I don't know. How, you know.
What about a belt?
Okay.
Let's see what kind of...
Are these horses too? Have you ever seen that before, horse trousers?
No, I haven't.
We have the jacket to go with it.
Would you wear
Make
these?
it easy on you.
No, sir, I wouldn't wear that.
Why?
I'd rather have some pants made out of the white man's skin. The white man probably killed the little pony, and you're standing here acting like you're amazed because you're interviewing me like I killed the little pony.
I wasn't trying to give you a hard time about the trousers.
Will you admit that white people did it?
I don't know anything about who
Well,
made
you know
it.
white, you
There's
know
a good
black.
chance that it was.
He comes from Italy, so
Yeah,
you're right.
the Italian white man is the one who kills
Well, don't you get
Black
upset about the
people.
horses now.
and I'm upset about whatever you do.
Right, Lala. You interviewed Dr. Khalid Muhammad, but you didn't want to talk about nothing racial. Then why the fuck did you go talk to him? Y'all know normally I would show you, but BBC, Fox, and them be pressed when I do shit, so they'll strike me. So I just play it so we can hear it. Happy Dr. Khalid Day. Today's the day we celebrate the birth of the greatest black man of our era, the Malcolm X of our time. You dig what I'm saying? Question. I'll rock those all day long. Roller Mark gonna lie talk about, oh, I remember the time check Dr. Khalid Muhammad. Nobody else remember this but you. It's a shame that the cowards could talk about the soldiers any type of way when the soldiers are dead. Let me say that again. It is a shame, and it is a spite on us as a people if we let cowards rewrite the truth about the soldiers. We can't never let cowards rewrite the truth about the soldiers. Right. What do you mean you check Dr. Khalid Muhammad? I don't give a damn about nothing. Nigga, we don't care about no Roland Martin. Fuck you. You can't even get more subscribers than our queen, Lisa Cabrera. You can't get more steady views than our queen, True Royal. You can't go out on the scene and cover something controversial in the eyes of the people like Nicole's View. You could never do that. You could never go to the Cosby trial and see it through the eyes of the people. You could never do that. What do you mean, man? So where do you think you would have got the pull? This was before social media. Somebody just said, imagine if Dr. Khalid, what's up, Brown Sugar? Imagine if Dr. Khalid had a fucking podcast right now, a YouTube channel. It's people, I even did one that said Khalid Muhammad, where I just put all Khalid stuff on. That shit, I don't even man the channel like that. That shit get thousands of views. Man, we still listening and using words that this man said from 1981, 43 years ago. That man had a debate in a classroom with two Jewish people and ran them up out of there. And ran them up out of there. Dr. Khalid was uncompromising, unwavering, and undeterred in his fight for black people and our liberation. And he was definitely uncensored. Dr. Khalid told the Peckerwood to his face what it was. And then told, knuckle up, cracker, let's go. I ain't never scared. On several occasions. Could you imagine doing Trayvon Martin if Dr. Khalid was still alive? When you look at a Ferguson or a Baltimore or what happened in Minnesota, those are the grandkids and sons of Khalid Muhammad. Those are the grandkids of the spirit of Dr. Khalid Muhammad. They weren't scared of no damn police. They were like, what the hell can you do to us that you ain't already done? We ain't worried about you, Peckerwood. That was Dr. Khalid Muhammad's embodiment. People are like, well, why you go out to Baltimore that time? Because that's the Dr. Khalid in me. That's what Dr. Khalid would have did. That's what Dr. Khalid would have did. Why you go up to the NFL? That's what Dr. Khalid would have did. That's what Dr. Khalid would have did. And in my strive to be a better person, a lot of the times I found myself asking myself what Dr. Khalid would do. How would he approach this? In my quest to make my better self, I found that asking myself that question made me a better black man. Some people have no desire to be a better black man. Exactly. That's why when motherfuckers talk about, man, your channel should grow, it should be this, it should be that, it should be... Nah. I'm where Dr. Khalid would want me to be. The voice of the people, yes, and women too. The voice of the people. What right there on the ground where the people were. I always say the people I admire most were never rich. We were blessed to have Dr. Khalid. So, when I woke up this morning, well, when I woke up yesterday, I knew today I wasn't going to do nothing. I was going to take today off and take time to honor, respect, and remember Dr. Khalid. Thank you, Professor Black Truth, for kicking it off early in the morning. I know Tori and Rain gonna say something, but Tori ain't even said it. If anybody supposed to say something on Dr. Khalid's birthday, it's me. Yeah, I see these reality shows, but I'm gonna be honest, Lala D. They chasing money now because that's what we showed them. People don't, brothers don't like that. We made the gold diggers. That's why I have to put the onus on us. If we being honest, we make the gold diggers. We do. We make them. We make it easy. Motherfuckers make it so all it is a little piece of ass, something like that. These niggas coming up cars and dumb shit. Then a lot of niggas excuses. I'm chasing money for not doing that shit. So they only learn from watching the best. So it's kind of hard, you know. It's kind of hard. So, but yeah, Dr. Khalid would have been on a Sexy Red. Imagine what Dr. Khalid would have said to Sexy Red and about the image that she portrays to our women. Or Suki Hana. He'd have been frustrated. And he would have said, you're our babies. You're our beautiful black babies. And you going out here selling yourself like a whore for this white man dollars. When you are the most precious commodity. Right. come on, man. The impact that man had just through the words he left us with. Just the words he left us with. And how he would always make it plain. He was eloquent, he was intellectual, but Dr. Khalid made it plain. He met us where we were, like Professor Black. The thing about a Dr. Khalid speech, a real nigga you on the corner with will be next to a doctor or a black brain surgeon. In the middle of them is a rapper. Next to that is a female actress. In front of that, a female black writer of a column. And every last one of them understood what Dr. Khalid just said and felt what he said on their individual level. Even though Dr. Khalid might have came as street as he might have came with a rap lyric. Nigga from the hood like, yeah, I feel it. You don't know how many times I done had homies over that I know that's been in the game, been in the system and shit, and I done played Dr. Khalid, and they just sit there like this and won't leave. We just sitting there watching Dr. Khalid. Niggas like, bruh, you was always on a different level, man. Your father used to, but I ain't, man. Thank you, Queen, for the cash app. Much love. But real talk, you don't know how many times. Shit, speaking of which, is it that season? Am I the only person getting phone calls from all their folks getting out of jail now? Like 3 homies, 3 like family members, 3 brothers done got out of jail. That's been gone since my 20s. And now they back. And I'm happy to have them back. But I don't know what to tell them. So I cut on Dr. Khalid and be like, this the shit I'm on, bro. Like, what? Like, this what your brother on. This what I've been on for a while now. I had to get back to what I started from. And once they see this, man, that shit real, though. I seen that shit real, though.
Racism is everywhere and it's institutionalized. We cannot really be racist because racism is prejudice plus power. Nothing I say up here nor anywhere in the world will impact, stop fronting, will impact on any white folks in this audience, on your job, in politics, in economics, in housing, in the society. We don't have the power to do that, so we cannot be racist. You know what I'm saying? Stuff tonight because I'm a truth terrorist. I'm a knowledge gangster. I'm a black history hitman. I'm a live killer, urban gorilla. I gotta be a roughneck.
You see what I'm saying? Who is speaking up for us like that right now? Who speaks up for us like that now? Exactly, Ty. That's how I learned how to debate. That's how people be like, man, you just over talking. Yes. I'm not obligated to let you say a lie. For real. People like to tell you it's rude to overtalk somebody when they're talking. If somebody just lied on you, immediately start talking and saying how what they said is a lie. I don't care how it looks. Why? I'll tell you. You're not obligated to let somebody finish lying on you. Let me say it again. If somebody is talking about you and they lie, I make it a purpose, if they talking about me, to immediately stop them, get louder than them, like that's some bullshit. That is a lie. That is not the truth. That's not how that happened. Let me finish. No, I'm not obligated to let you finish lying on me. That's the way I see it. No, that just didn't happen. You just made something up. I don't care how you see shit. In my dreams, I see myself as a millionaire, but I'm not talking about the Porsche I drove, because that's a lie. Don't let them finish. Your immediate response is, I am not obligated to let you finish lying on me. Now, if you want to tell the truth, I will certainly sit back and let you finish telling your version of the truth. I understand everybody has a version or side of the truth. How you see things, how I see things. But actual things have to have happened before I let you finish how you see things. You're not obligated to let a motherfucker finish lying on you. This is how that turns out. Yeah, so I saw La La D, and I caught her out back. She was selling crystal meth, and I saw her cooking it up, and she sold it to 12 white people, and they may have overdosed and died. I'm not sure, but why would you let me keep going? The minute I say La La D, La La Poser, and then go, I saw her selling crystal meth. Hold the fuck up. If you don't get, nah. Right. You have every right. You don't let that motherfucker finish, it'll only get worse. I'm not going to let you finish lying. I don't care who or what circumstance it is. I'm not obligated to let you finish lying on me at all. There's nothing nowhere to say just because two people having a conversation, I can let you finish lying. Right, we both know you lying. Stop right there. So, yeah, I'm not obligated. And Dr. Khalid stop a motherfucker. Ho, motherfucker.
If someone broke into your home, Mr. Donahue, and actually bum rushed your home, and Black Boots stalked your door down, and came in and robbed and raped everyone in the household, and was able to take the wealth of your home and parlay it into an empire. This is an invader. This is an intruder. This is a murderer. This is a burglar. This is a criminal. So you have no responsibility to share your home with them after they broke in and committed the crimes that they did.
This is Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad. He was an African American Muslim minister and activist who became a prominent figure in the Nation of Islam. He was known for his vocal nature and afraid to state his opinions out loud at the time in America where
I'm gonna give it to this non-FBA brother, man. He from South Africa, I think. I did not know that's what. I did not expect to hear that voice. This is Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad. Khalid. Why I say it like that? See, they love a lot of the time. You know the non-FBA people love Dr. Khalid because Dr. Khalid was a Pan-African. But let's understand, Pan-Africanism then and Pan-Africanism now is not the same. Back then, motherfuckers, Dr. Khalid, and Dr. Khalid spoke about when he went to Africa and how he went to Africa and I did not find what Malcolm found. He said he saw racism when he went to Africa. Let me see if I can find that. If somebody did make that a clip, I should make that clip. I wish I could find that. That's the joke where he was talking to Dr. Khalid. I mean, when he was having that debate with Anthony Hilder, he said, Malcolm X is my spiritual brother, but I did not find what Malcolm found. I found racism.
I'm concerned with the suffering and the pain of the masses of black people. No one wants to pay reparations. The Jews received over $100 billion in reparations and gets $4 billion annually. A Holocaust museum was set up for them on this soil for over $200 million, and they get $21 million annually just for operating expenses. But the Catholic Church, the Pope, the Jews, the Arabs, white people in general, no one wants to pay reparations to these, the sons and daughters of Africa. So I speak to them. I speak to them. I don't speak to the family of those two Jews. There are too many of us for me to speak to them.
That brother, look, he spoke about reparations back then. Yeah, you can't ever discredit nothing he said. Everything he said was right. You know, how can you discredit somebody who telling the damn truth? How you gonna discredit the truth? A lot of talk about they ain't celebrating this birthday on Google. That's a damn lie. We give them reparations annually. That's what he's talking about. It's not. What you mean, what country? Shit, them getting a country was reparations. Rodney, are you crazy? Them getting a whole nation was reparations. Yeah, I was talking about that tunnel I did on the last live I did. And I kept saying, a tunnel to where? They try to make it seem like it was a basement. If you're making a tunnel goes somewhere. Where were they going? Yeah, what are you talking about, Rodney? They got Israel. That's reparation. Just that alone was reparations. We ain't talking about the money they get every year since that happened. And yes, the USA gives them money. Why? The Holocaust didn't happen here. Like you said, it's a Holocaust museum on this soil. Think about that. There's a Holocaust museum in the United States. We just got an African American joint where we literally built the whole country. So Rodney, that should answer your question. Yeah, that should answer your question, Hot Rod. Yeah. What are you talking about, Jesse? What about your Holocaust? We did it. We took place in it. We helped too. You could say we helped in it a little bit. Made a few shekels.
He gives them the guns and the weapons and the drugs and the alcohol, the way you did our brothers, the red man and the red woman, brothers and sisters, the way you did our Latino brothers and sisters, and then you pit one against the other and then say, look at what these people are doing.
Dr. Khalid was just the man, bro. He just was the man.
I can't believe exactly what I'm hearing. We went to war in World War II to fight for the freedom of speech. We didn't fight for freedom of speech of hatred. Many of our members, I'm the National Commander of Jewish War Veterans, and over 50,000 of our men died. They're fighting for your right to speech here now. I don't understand why you come out with such hatred.
Phil, excuse me, Phil.
Mr. Muhammad.
You make me sick to my stomach with that. Because
You
at
make
the
me sick
same
also.
time that you were fighting, you were not fighting for the freedom and independence of black people. Soldiers, black soldiers in segregated companies lost their lives on foreign soil there, but would have to come back and fight just to get a bite to eat and not have to go to the toilet on the side of the road somewhere in the bushes. So you're nothing but hypocrites, and you won't pull that small-time stuff over on me.
That's why I say you're not obligated to let a motherfucker lie. You won't pull that small time stuff over on me.
You just want to claim a spot for the whole thing. Africa is not our home. Let me let that hang in the atmosphere for a while. I said at this gathering of the masters, Africa is not your home. It's not our home. But I know my roots. And I ain't come to Kington.
but I know my roots. And I ain't come to Kington, but I know my roots. And I ain't come to Kington, but I know my roots. And I ain't come to Kington. Sir, this is not reverse racism nor discrimination that you could tie into your statement on Hitler. If the slave master is whipping the slave and blood is running down the slave's back, and the slats, incidentally, where the term cracker comes from the cracker man who had the crack of the whip on the slave's back. But if the slave takes the slave master's whip from him and starts whipping the slave master with his own whip, that is not reverse racism, that is not reverse discrimination, that is the slave getting out from under the yoke of bondage and oppression. I don't advocate what Hitler has done before the world. Hitler's struggle. I went to the Holocaust Memorial Museum and I tried to separate Hitler as a freak of nature from the rest of white people. But after all that we have gone through, I know that there's a little bit of Hitler in all white people and a lot of Hitler.
And we'll be back in just a moment.
Always stood on his. The man never buck dance. The man never put on no tap shoes.
You got to, I'm here to tell you that the only way you're going to stop police brutality is you got to stand up and be brutal with this damn beast. You got to step to this cracker or it will never stop. You can moan, you can groan, you can sing, you can pray, you can recite, you can claim you know all the Quran, Old Testament, all the Bible, Old Testament, New Testament, the Quran from Al-Fatiha to Al-Nas. You can know all the Medunete. You can know Maya, truth, justice, righteousness, harmony, balance, order, reciprocity. You can name those of the Netter system. You can go and study the Odu text and substantiate your position according to Odu. You can study the Ifa, or the word, or the Akan, or the Yoruba, and run through the pantheon of the Orisha. You can call on Olodumare. You can call on Ilegba and Shango and Obatula and Oshun and Ogun and Yemonya. You can know all of that. But unless you're willing to stand up and step to this white man, we will never get out of this condition.
I'm just saying. He's just understood. He just understood. He just understood, bro. All the knowledge, all the other shit you don't. If you ain't willing to bang on this cracker, you just bullshit. If you ain't gonna step to him, you just bullshit. Happy Dr. Khalid Day, Tori. If you not gonna step to him, you just bullshit. If you ain't willing to back your people all the way 10 toes down with motherfucking blood, you bullshit. If you ain't willing to put your ass on the line, you bullshit. You can study and quote and debate and write and rope, but if you ain't willing to put your neck on the line, your ass on the line, get yourself put in a line of fire, get swatted. Motherfucker police calling you while you doing lives and silly shit like that. This motherfuckers calling your jobs and they taking down your channels. They threatening to demonetize you. This they gonna fire you. They gonna do this. You scared that people gonna hear your opinion. You hiding your face on your social media. You got, man. You scared to go out there and say, hey man, I'm not cool with all of this immigrant bullshit in my kids' school, man. For real. I'm not cool with it. Why? Because it's phasing out us, and goddamn it, I'm the one to help. You bullshitting. You ain't willing to step up and do this, goddamn it, you bullshitting. He said that shit. And so many times he said that shit. What's one of my jokes? If you're not willing to stand up for the liberation of black people, then the hell with any nigga. I don't care who he is. Man. Come on, man. Come on, man. See, this some of the shit off YouTube, but y'all know if you been on this channel for as long as I've been around, y'all understand, one, LVZ loves Dr. Khalid. We know that. A lot of y'all, I was y'all introduction to Dr. Khalid. And two, everybody knows the best quotables from Dr. Khalid comes from this channel. Now, who don't know? Who in here don't know? Not to toot my own horn, but toot, motherfucker. Everybody knows the best Dr. Khalid quotables on the internet come from LVZ.
Teach my baby about no Christmas addicts. Christmas addicts was the one who first to die in the American Revolution. The nigga should have died. I don't teach my baby about no Christmas addicts. Christmas addicts was the one who first to die in the American Revolution. The nigga should have died. I don't teach my baby about no Christmas addicts. Christmas addicts was the one who first to die in the American Revolution.
The nigga should have died. The nigga should have died. That's what I'm talking about. Dr. Khalid ain't had no love for no coon. Yeah, I mean, we could use that to throw in the white man face, nigga. American Revolution kicked off, started because of a black man. But the nigga should have died fighting next to them Peckerwoods.
That's what he calls us. Niggas. Oh, he used the N-word. Shut up, fool. What kind of chip could make us more nigga than he has made us? God didn't make niggas. The nigga was made in America by the white man. God didn't make niggas. That's what he calls us. Niggas. Oh, he used the N-word. Shut up, fool. What kind of chip could make us more nigga than he has made us?
Talk about that Illuminati shit. He was talking about that Illuminati shit when people keep talking about they gonna put a chip in you. That's why he said, what kind of chip? What type of stupid shit are you talking? Dr. Khalid wasn't with that goofy shit either.
heritage from us. Tell us that Asar, which is the Kemetic name from the Medunektar, the name given by the Greek, by the Freak, is Osiris. You gonna tell me that Osiris, Asar, is the devil? And if you strip us of all of that and we go for that, what's left? Then we have to accept him. We're in bad shape.
This is a video I made. Talking about how that Illuminati shit is brainwashing niggas to think stupid. Like, niggas was really believing that shit. It's the Illuminati. No, it's just a bunch of white people.
Civil rights. Ain't no damn civil rights. The cracker ain't never been civil and he ain't never been right. You're talking about, well, what about human rights? The cracker ain't human and he ain't never been right. Talking about civil rights. Ain't no damn civil rights. The cracker ain't never been civil and he ain't never been right. You're talking about, well, what about human rights? The cracker ain't human and he ain't never been right. It's the year of the bullet or the bullet. You either deal or die. You either fight back or get destroyed. You either get on the right side or it's genocide. It's the year of the bullet or the bullet. It's the year of the bullet. You've been voting for crackers ever since they allowed you to vote. And tonight we want to cover some of the history here. The history teaches us that from 1870 to 1901, blacks served in the various states as congressmen and sat in every Congress from the 41st to the 56th, with one exception. Says they were brilliant men. They were great orators. In fact, during the period of Reconstruction, we were mayors, we were sheriffs, we were senators, we were congressmen, and even B.K. Bruce was in the Treasury Department, and his signature was on all paper money in America. No matter how racist a cracker was, a big pot-belly, beer-billy, snuff-dipping, tobacco-chewing, straw-chewing, overall-wearing Peckerwood, no matter how much he hated niggers, he had to handle currency and money that had the signature of a black man in the Treasury Department on it. What is my point? During Reconstruction, it looked like a period of political prosperity. It looked like we were going to make it. As the historians say, we had good jobs working for ourselves. Many of us had good farmland. We were making what was called good money, and we were in high positions. But when the white man decided that he was through with niggas being in political office, then no matter how many elected positions we had, no matter how much money we had, no matter how much land we had, no matter what we had, the white man stood in the door of Congress, and they were armed in the door of Congress, and they said, no more nigger senators coming through these doors. They went to the floor of the Senate and the Congress and stood in the door armed to make sure that we didn't enter those what they call portals of the government of the United States of America.
They went to the sheriff's office. Crackers stood armed, shotguns, pistols, big beer-bellied peckerwoods, standing outside. And the black sheriff showed up at the sheriff's office. He was elected by the people. But when the black sheriff showed up at the sheriff's office, crackers armed and cocked their guns on him. And all you could hear was the staccato of the cocking of their weapons on him, saying, nigga, you're not the sheriff no more. We got a new sheriff in town. Big Bubba here. Big Bubba's the sheriff, not nigga. He said, but I was duly elected by the people. They said, nigga, you better get on arrest me, nigga. Or Big Bubba here gonna arrest you, nigga. You ain't the sheriff here no more, nigga. We taking the law back into our own hands, nigga. It looked like a period of political prosperity. Civil Rights Act, Voter Rights Act, Johnson sitting down penning the Civil Rights Act of 1964. If the Civil Rights Act was worth what was written on the paper, then Martin Luther King and those who would come after him would not have to fight so hard if it had meant anything. If the Voting Rights Bill had meant anything during Reconstruction, then Fannie Lou Hamer and others wouldn't have had to fight so hard coming behind the Voting Rights Bill. What am I saying here tonight? I'm taking an unpopular position, which is not new for me. I'm saying that separation is the best and only solution. I'm saying, as a reminder to you, that we must have a nation of our own. Because every time we vote together in a solid block, I know what Malcolm said to you 30 years ago. And all the great that Malcolm did, Malcolm was feeling, Malcolm was studying and searching and digging and researching and finding himself. And so Malcolm said, in such matters, vote in a solid block. He talked about the Democrat and the Dixiecrat. He talked about, stop talking about the South, he said. Anytime you're south of the Canadian border, Malcolm said, you're in the South. Malcolm said it's no democracy, nothing but disguised hypocrisy. No American dream, nothing but an American nightmare. The Supreme Court has passed down new rulings now in various states across the country, striking down what is called majority-minority voting districts. Striking down majority-minority voting districts. What does that mean? It means a district that...
It means that the same shit is happening 34 years later. It sounds like he talking when he was talking about white folks standing in the portals so that black elected officials couldn't enter the Capitol. Don't that sound like January 6th? And they overthrew. It was a time where black folks thought, because Obama got elected, the fuck was wrong with y'all? That shit was going to be, but when they got tired of it, they said, when they got tired of it, they said, no more of this foolishness. A nigga ain't to rule over me. Nigga, you better get out of here. You ain't no president. Big Donald right here is the president. Every fucking thing he said 30 years ago, The civil rights bill, voting rights being struck down, majority minority rules being struck down. That ain't nothing but gentrification and gerrymandering. I'm just saying. People who don't know about Dr. Khalid, they see me do my little clips. I don't do the long ones like this. That shit is normally just for me, because I used to watch the speeches.
Population of black people who have gone out and registered to vote and who believe that they have real power because they've registered to vote. Let me stop for a minute. I am proud to say that I am not registered to vote. I have never voted. And when a strong black candidate comes along, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit tonight, a black candidate who is not afraid of the white man, a black candidate who comes in the mold of Adam Clayton Powell Jr., a black candidate who has sat at the feet of Adam Clayton Powell Jr. If a bold black candidate comes along, then the most honorable Elijah Muhammad says such candidates should have the total backing of the black nation, that all of us should get behind such a candidate as that. But to get behind some glorified shower curtains and pull a lever for one cracker over another cracker, another Pinocchio-eared cracker named Perot. Here's a cracker that has lied so much his nose won't grow, his damn ears grow. Who are the candidates? Satan, the devil, Lucifer, and with Buchanan running, Buchanan, that's who he is, Satan, the devil, Lucifer, and Beelzebub. And either one you vote for, you're going to still end up catching hell. And a few other butt-licking, boot-licking, buck-dancing niggas. Somebody has to call these niggas out. But some of you are so connected to them, or you want something from them, or you want favor from them, or you want to be recognized by them. If you don't stand up for the liberation of our people, then to hell with any nigga. I don't care who he is or where he is, to hell with him if he won't stand up for the liberation of our people. And a few other butt-licking, boot-licking, buck-dancing niggas. Somebody has to call these niggas out. But some of you are so connected to them, or you want something from them, or you want favor from them, or you want to be recognized by them. If you don't stand up for the liberation of our people, then to hell with any nigga. I don't care who he is or where he is, to hell with him if he won't stand up for the liberation of our people. And a few other butt-licking, boot-licking, buck-dancing niggas. Somebody has to call these niggas out. But some of you are so connected to them, or you want something from them, or you want favor from them, or you want to be recognized by them. If you don't stand up for the liberation of our people, then to hell with any nigga. I don't care who he is or where he is, to hell with him if he won't stand up for the liberation of our people. And a few other butt-licking, boot-licking, buck-dancing niggas. Somebody has to call these niggas out. But some of you are so connected to them, or you want something from them, or you want favor from them, or you want to be recognized by them. If you don't stand up for the liberation of our people, then to hell with any nigga. I don't care who he is or where he is, to hell with him.
I just figured that needed a little extra time. I just figured that needed a little bit more time. Just to sink in. Just repetitive messaging. I think sometimes it's the best way to get a point across.
mints, you say. Some of you turned it. Mel Reynolds is gone. They moved on Arrington down in Alabama. Judge Haste, Perrin Mitchell, Marion Barry. He said they set me up. He said the bee set me up. They say, Mr. Mayor, would you place both hands on the wall, Mr. Mayor? You're under arrest, Mr. Mayor. You have a right to remain silent. And anything that you say, Mr. Mayor, can be held against you. She set me up. They accused Mel Reynolds in District 2 in Illinois. Remind yourself every day. They Congress. They moved on all of Clinton's people. Did you know that? Clinton had 5 so-called minority appointees. We ain't no minority. We outnumber this peck of wood 12 to 1 on the face of the planet Earth. But he had 12 so-called minority appointments. The Clinton administration had these 5. Michael Epps, the black former Secretary of Agriculture, gone. Ron Brown, Secretary of Commerce. They killed him, but before they killed him, they charged him with misconduct from his office of the Department of Commerce. Energy Secretary. Hazel O'Leary. And a couple of others. What happened during Reconstruction? White folks became angry. The white male. They're talking about an angry white male today. And so the white man's ego got involved. He blocked the entrance.
Explain this to me. How come Eric Adams, who going through shit, what was the man that got caught slanging Bussy? Bussy Man Gillum. All these motherfuckers, but what they thought Dr. Khalid was just talking shit. You see what happened? You see what happened to the black politicians? Them motherfuckers go to jail. For real. Sometimes I just watch this shit and be like,
You have a responsibility.
history is replaying
You do
itself.
have a responsibility to wake up, clean up, and stand up. And give liberation lyrics to our people that will uplift them and not degrade them and put them down. Because if we follow the same filth of the white man's world, then our world will go down under the weight of filth and corruption the same way the white man's world is going down.
That's
It's
me.
the year of the bullet.
That was the
Unite.
message to the
We
rap
got to
people.
build a black liberation. If you don't stand up for the liberation of our people, then
God, no, that's one of my favorite jumps right there.
entitlements, you say. And told the white folks, I took care of it, boss. I took care of it for you, boss. Did I do a good job, boss? I put him out, boss. Is I a good nigga, boss?
Jason Whitlock, Stephen A.
They say, well, nigga, we got something else for you to do. White man knows he can't trust you. If your own people can't trust you, the white man knows he can't trust you. So your job is a temporary job. You come and sit in this audience and go and report back to the white man. We see you, nigga. We see you. Your wig is crooked. Your Jerry curl got too much juice in it. We see you. And as this nation gains freedom and independence, and as more and more of this revolutionary spirit rises up in the minds and hearts of the people, we will kill you for coming to betray the legitimate aspirations of our people. I told the white folks, I took care of it, boss. I took care of it for you, boss. Did I do a good job, boss? I put them out, boss. Is I a good nigga, boss? They say, well, nigga, we got something else for you to do. White man knows he can't trust you. If your own people can't trust you, the white man knows he can't trust you. So your job is a temporary job. You come and sit in this audience and go and report back to the white man.
Agents.
We see you, nigga.
Shady Slim.
We see you.
We see you.
Your wig is crooked.
Oh, yeah.
Your Jerry curl got too much juice in it. We see you. And as this nation gains freedom and independence, and as more and more of this revolutionary spirit rises up in the minds and hearts of the people, we will kill you for coming to betray the legitimate aspirations of our people. I told the white folks, please, some of you who are undercover agents sitting in the audience, your job is temporary. And if you continue this, your life is temporary. Over a short period of time. Temporary over a short period of time. It's temporary anyway, but we mean over a short period of time. You come in among black people and spy on black people. Negro judge on the slave theater with no more better judgment than that. See his brother persecuted by the criminal justice system that he's been a judge of. He obviously didn't read Bruce Wright. He obviously didn't see what Halton Maddox was doing for black people. And so a Negro bootlicking judge who owned the slave theater, now it sits there with rats and roaches running all over the damn place. But because white folks put pressure on a nigger judge, the nigger judge padlocked the door and told the white folks, I took care of it, boss. I took care of it for you, boss. Did I do a good job, boss? I put them out, boss. Is I a good nigga, boss? They say, well, nigga, we got something else for you to do. White man know. Play. Forgotten these things, have you? Stop letting these Negroes come in front of you. And these Negro preachers telling you that they're good ones. It's just a few rotten apples in the barrel. All of the bastards are rotten. There's not one good, as the Bible says. No, not one. Not one. You say, oh, that's ridiculous. You can't get dropped in a pit of snakes and trying to figure out which one has the venom sac under his tongue. This one is not poison. And that one is not poison. Forgotten these things, have you? Do you know who you talking to, Peckerwood? 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 kinds of white folks. Bad white folks and worse white folks. That's the only two kinds of white folks you can find anywhere. See, there are no good white folks and bad white folks. It's just two kinds of white folks. Bad white folks and worse white folks. That's the only two kinds of white folks you can find anywhere. See, there are no good white folks and bad white folks. It's just two kinds of white folks. Bad white folks and worse white folks. That's the only two kinds of white folks you can find anywhere. See, there are no good white folks and bad white folks. It's just two kinds of white folks. Bad white folks and worse white folks. That's the only two kinds of white folks you can find anywhere. Listen to this damn food. 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 Listen to this damn. Excuse me, Phil. Mr. Muhammad. Sir. You make me sick to my stomach with that. Because at the same time that you were fighting, you were not fighting for the freedom and independence of black people. Soldiers, black soldiers in segregated companies lost their lives on foreign soil there, but would have to come back and fight just to get a bite to eat and not have to go to the toilet on the side of the road somewhere in the bushes. So you're nothing but hypocrites, and you won't pull that small-time stuff over on me. Excuse me, Phil. Mr. Muhammad. Sir. You make me sick to my stomach with that. Because at the same time that you were fighting, you were not fighting for the freedom and independence of black people. Soldiers, black soldiers in segregated companies lost their lives on foreign soil there, but would have to come back and fight just to get a bite to eat and not have to go to the toilet on the side of the road somewhere in the bushes. So you're nothing but hypocrites, and you won't pull that small-time stuff over on me. Excuse me, Phil. Mr. Muhammad. Kind and polite to us. But we must look at the fact that we don't teach hatred. Everywhere we go as black people, we face hatred. Look at it. Look at it. Angel food cake, white people say, is white. Devil's food cake, you say, is black. You wear white to weddings and black to funerals. Black ball, black male. You give us a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, pale-skinned, buttermilk complexion Jesus in contradiction to the black Jesus with nappy hair in the Bible. Our own babies, according to behavioral scientists, our baby girls, when confronted with choosing between a black doll and a white doll, there has been so much damage done. They choose the white doll and say the black doll is ugly. So racism is everywhere and it's institutionalized. We cannot really be racist because racism is prejudice plus power. Nothing I say up here nor anywhere in the world will impact stop fronting. Will impact on any white folks in this audience, on your job, in politics, in economics, in housing, in the society. We don't have the power to do that, so we cannot be racist. And I'm saying respectful, kind, and polite to us. Black people have been robbed, as I said earlier, of a knowledge of self. And when you rob people, sir, of a knowledge of self, then it means that they start to take on the characteristics and the nature of their oppressor and their colonizer. And his mind, by automatic, systematic, remote control, rules in our people. He gives them the guns and the weapons and the drugs and the alcohol, the way you did our brothers, the red man and brothers and sisters, the way you did our Latino brothers and sisters, and then you pit one against the other and then say, look at what these people are doing. Black people have been robbed, as I said earlier, of a knowledge of self. And when you rob people, sir, of a knowledge of self,
then it means that they start to take on the characteristics and the nature of their oppressor and their colonizer. And his mind, by automatic, systematic, remote control, rules in our people. He gives them the guns and the weapons and the drugs and the alcohol, the way you did our brothers, the red man and the red woman, brothers and sisters, the way you did our Latino brothers and sisters, and then you pit one against the other and then say, look at what these people are doing. Black people have been robbed, as I said earlier, of a knowledge of self. And this is not reverse racism nor discrimination that you could tie into your statement on Hitler. If the slave master is whipping the slave and blood is running down the slave's back, and that's incidentally where the term cracker comes from the cracker man who had the crack of the whip on the slave's back. But if the slave takes the slave master's whip from him and starts whipping the slave master with his own whip, that is not reverse racism, that is not reverse discrimination. That is the slave getting out from under the yoke of bondage and oppression. This is not reverse racism nor discrimination that you could tie into. I went to the Holocaust Memorial Museum. It's kind of difficult to believe you on anything, but I would say this, that I do know that during that same war, that America was, as is today, so racist until the German officers, when they were captured, could eat in the same mess hall and have the same accommodations as the white American officers. But the black troops were segregated, couldn't come into that mess hall unless they were scrubbing the floors and washing dishes. So it was a white man honoring another white man, though one was American and one was German, and they were supposed to be enemies. There was still a tie that was able to bind the two together. It's kind of difficult to believe you on.
So white is white no matter where it is, like I always say.
Black people have been robbed, as I said earlier, of a knowledge of self. And when you rob people, sir, of a...
You know why you can? Don't get a sucker no statue. Give him guts. I told you I wasn't going away. You got your shot. Now give me mine. Why don't you get the hell out of there? Chavo, man, I ain't going nowhere. And why don't you tell all these nice folks why you've been ducking me? Politics, man. This country wants to keep me down. Keep everybody weak. They don't want a man like me to have the title because I'm not a puppet like that fool up there.
You know, you got a big mouth, you know?
Why don't you come out and close it, boy? Come on. Come on.
He's tired, dog. This guy's crazy. Don't listen to him.
The little man don't want to come to me. Then I'll come to you people and lay out the truth. I am ranked number one. One! That means I'm the best. But this bum been taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
Yeah. I know that don't got nothing to do with Dr. Khalid name, but it's always good to hear.
The best. But this bum been taking the easy matches, fighting other bums. The best. But this bum been taking the easy matches, fighting other bums. The best. But this bum been taking the easy matches, fighting other bums. The best. But this bum been taking the easy matches, fighting other bums. The best. But this bum been taking the easy matches, fighting other bums. The best. But this bum been taking the easy matches, fighting other bums. The best. But this bum been taking the easy matches, fighting other bums. The best. But this bum been taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
This bum is taking the easy matches, fighting other bums. That's my shit, right? That nigga is fighting other bums.
Ain't got nothing to do with no Holy Quran. Ain't got nothing to do with no city called Mecca. He called you Muslim righteous by nature, because before there was a Quran, you were righteous by nature. Before there was a holy city Mecca, you were a Muslim and righteous by nature. Goddamn white man is the devil, and I will teach you from the masculine by different names. But you always believed in the one God long before there was a prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I'm at the crossroads.
in my life, but there are things that I cannot forget and I cannot put down. I believe with all of my heart that the white man is the devil, and I must teach that he is the devil. I cannot back down from that.
Fair
I
use,
must
fair
teach that
use.
he is the devil. All praise is due to Allah. Whether you like me or not, whether you accept me or not, whether you condemn me or not, whether you suspend me or not, the goddamn white man is the devil, and I will teach it from the cradle to the grave. Always teach it. Because I know that you are a fickle people. I know that you are flip-flop, wishy-washy people. I know that you are different strokes for different folks, but it's different ways on different days. Oh, yes, you are. Damn it, if somebody don't continue to remind you,
Linda to come in
you'll
here.
try to walk in the slave theater with Susie Ron Wickle on your arm.
Tyrone to come in here with Susie Ron Bickle, man. If I don't, that's why I do this. If I don't do this, Tyrone come in here with Susie Ron.
So you'll try to come in here with Bob?
Lala come in here with Bob, Bill.
Larry?
Brown Sugar come in here with Doug.
So we'll try to come in here with Merv. With Doug. God damn it, Doug can't come in.
DSA gonna come in here with Cindy.
Cindy. Kathy.
Reef.
Keep Heather the hell out of here.
Reef.
No Heather in here.
Reef.
Hell no. This is the slave. All of my heart that the white man is the devil, and I must teach that he is the devil. I cannot back down from that. I must teach that he is the devil.
I gotta teach this.
All praise is due to Allah. Whether you like me or not, whether you accept me or not, whether you condemn me or not, whether you suspend me or not, the goddamn white man is the devil, and I will teach it from the cradle to the grave. Always teach it. With all of my heart that the white man is. Damn it, if somebody don't continue to remind you,
Callie.
you'll try to walk in the slave theater with Susie Ron Wickle on your arm.
Come on, Callie. Callie gonna come in here with Susie Ron Wickle.
Yes, you will.
Sam Mate gonna come in here with Susie Ron Wickle.
Damn it, sister, you'll try to come in here with Bob? Bill?
Miss Danielle.
Larry?
Miss D.
Sister will try to come in here with Merv. With Doug.
504.
God damn it, Doug can't come in.
Yeah, no, 504 girl.
Cindy, Kathy, keep Heather the hell out of here. No Heather in here.
Mahari.
Hell no.
Tell Mahari keep Heather the hell out of here. You gotta tell Mahari that. DSA, what you say? She. Come on, DSA. That's what I heard, man. I'm just saying. Word through the streets, you like
The problem is not with the crack,
O.J. Simpson.
Mr. Hannity. The problem is with the cracker.
Words on the street is DSA, you like O.J. Simpson.
American Revolution, the nigga should have died. American nigga named Clarence Thomas. You know that Negro. Married to that big old dinosaur-looking white woman. Go home to that white woman and look like Jurassic Park. Nigga gotta get up in a stepladder just to get some sugar from that big pack of wood. Why do you do that? Marry the biggest peck of wood you can find. That's a big old white woman. Clarence Thomas had to hug that white woman on one side and then run around and hug her on the other side. Nigga named Clarence Thomas. You know that Negro. Married to that big old dinosaur-looking white woman. Go home to that white woman and look like Jurassic Park. Nigga gotta get up in a step ladder just to get some sugar from that big pack of wood. Why do you do that? Marry the biggest pack of wood you can find. That's a big old white woman. Clarence Thomas had to hug that white woman on one side and then run around and hug her on the other side. But every position we held, the cracker rolled back the hands of the clock. In the twinkling of an eye, when he got ready, he said, no more of this foolishness. A nigga ain't to rule over me. A nigga is not to be a sheriff over me. Nigga sheriffs arresting white folks? Hell no, he said. Give me that badge, nigga, and get back in a nigga's place. But every position we held, the cracker rolled back the hands of the clock. In the twinkling of an eye, when he got ready, he said, no more of this foolishness. A nigga ain't to rule over me. A nigga is not to be a sheriff over me. Nigga sheriffs arresting white folks? Hell no, he said. Give me that badge, nigga, and get back in a nigga's place. But every position
You wonder why we got Sheriff David Clark and a bunch of black sheriffs who only lock up black people.
And told the white folks, I took care of it, boss. I took care of it for you, boss. Did I do a good job, boss? I put him out, boss. Is I a good nigga, boss? They say, well, nigga, we got something else for you to do. And told the white...
But he won't even let me be a member of his church, Carol. I can't even go down and join because I'm white. No, you can't join.
That's my shit.
He won't even let me be a member of his church, Carol. I can't even go down and join because I'm white. No, you can't join. But he won't even let me be a member of his church, Carol. I can't even go down and join because I'm white. No, you can't join. But he won't even let me be a member of his church, Carol. I can't even go down and join because I'm white. No, you can't join. But he won't even let me be a member of his church, Carol. I can't even go down and join because I'm white. No, you can't join. But he won't even let me be a member of his church, Carol. I can't even go down and join because I'm white.
No, you can't, Joe.
But he won't even let me be a member of his church, Carol. I can't even go down and join because I'm white.
No, you can't, Joe.
But he won't even let me be a member of his church, Carol. I can't even go down and join because I'm white. No, you can't, Joe.
No, you can't, Joe. That's my shit. Hey, that debate with Sean Hannity, Slim, I was crying. That man, no, you can't join. He said it with a smile. You can hear it.
But he won't even let me be a member of his church, Carol. I can't even go down and join because I'm white. No, you can't join. But he won't even let me be a member of his church, Carol. I can't even go down and join because I'm white. No, you can't join. But he won't even let me be a member of his church, Carol. I can't even go down and join because I'm white. No, you can't join. But he won't even let me be a member of his church, Carol. I can't even go down and join because I'm white. No, you can't join.
Because a white woman has been, they say, raped. We are not used to white women being raped. We're used to white women just giving it up. That's the way she is. We missed our lecture last week, but I must share it with you this week to let you know that we mean it just as much this week as we did last week. Our subject last week was the white woman is a bitch.
That's what he had to say. You wanted to hear? I got what Dr. Khalid had to say about Jim Clyburn.
This is a sick Negro. This is a sick Negro. This is a sick Negro. All of my heart.
Where's my John at?
This is a sick Negro. 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 These buck dancing niggas. These niggas, plantation niggas. These buck dancing niggas. These niggas, plantation niggas. These buck dancing niggas.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
These buck dancing niggas. These niggas, plantation niggas. These buck dancing niggas. These niggas, plantation niggas. These buck dancing niggas. These niggas, plantation niggas. These buck dancing niggas. These niggas, plantation niggas.
Hey, Reed. Come on, y'all. I'm responsible for some of the most copied, stole Dr. Khalid joints. I literally be saying, I said, now, I'm just going to go ahead and take credit for that because I never saw these clips floating around until I did it. And left them everywhere. I done left them in Twitter for people to use. I done left them everywhere. But if y'all see them little clips, y'all know, anybody been said to me the last 12 years know it's only one spot that's ever been shown. Remember, I had to get on Black Reality for stealing my style.
White man knows he can't trust you. If your own people can't trust you, the white man knows he can't trust you. So your job is a temporary job. You come and sit in this audience. Look at this. When the white folks do it, they let them go. Even the ones that do it with other boys, they let them go. So during Reconstruction, it was exaggerated charges of corruption that caused them to create the kind of climate for the Night Riders, the Ku Klux Klan, and other disgruntled, rabid, racist crackers. You know what's happening now? You know the reason Baez is gone? You know the reason we...
And after Obama, all of a sudden we start hearing about Proud Boys, 13 percenters, and all these other motherfuckers, racist neo-Nazi groups that just start popping out the woodwork after Obama was elected. Remember? And then Trump came and we saw all of them.
We find it. Goddamn, Uncle. And then these Negroes, afraid to even be with me, scared to goddamn death to be with me. And if you're with me, you're buck dancing all the damn time. Everything you have heard that the white man said against me or charged me with, you got your fat behind out there buck dancing. I'm here. Ours is here. But I'm not against whites. I'm here. But I ain't against gays. I'm here. But I ain't against Jews. I'm here. I ain't against nobody. That's pitiful in the year 2000. And then these Negroes, afraid to even be with me, scared to goddamn death to be with me. And if you're with me, you're buck dancing all the damn time. Everything you have heard that the white man said against me or charged me with,
That's how niggas be going.
Fat behind out there buck dancing. I'm here. Ours is here. But I'm not against whites.
That's how niggas be.
I'm here. But I ain't against gays. I'm here. But I ain't against Jews. I'm here. I ain't against nobody. That's pitiful in the year 2000.
Hey, Reeves, look, ain't this how niggas be?
And then these Negroes, afraid to even be with me.
This is how they be.
Scared to goddamn death to be with me. And if you're with me, you buck dancing all the damn time. Everything you have heard that the white man said against me or charged me with, you got your fat behind out there buck dancing. I'm here. Ours is here. But I'm not against whites. I'm here. But I ain't against gays. I'm here. But I ain't against Jews. I'm here. I ain't against nobody. That's pitiful in the year 2000. The white man will never treat you right. After you bury one, you'll end up burying another one and another one and another one. Somewhere, a generation must be born that answers the white man. You shoot one black man 41 times, there must be a generation that shoots 41 crackers one time, center mass in the center of the head. You don't want to hear that kind of talk. You want to picket. You want to boycott. You want to sing and chant and march in the snow and in the ice. The cracker already knew you were coming in the snow and the ice. He moved it from the Bronx. I don't give a damn how you turn your face up at me and how you move your eyes against me because you're the white man's nigger if you continue to try to hold on to this no good devil. I didn't come for an oratorical contest. I didn't come to say what you like. Somebody has to say something different to you. We can't do the same thing over and over and over and over and over, goddamn again. When do you stand up? This cracker is really a joke. Look at it. Hey, really, look at this cracker. When you come back up and just look at the cracker. I mean, look him straight in his lying eye. This cracker is really a joke. Look at it. Hey, really, look at this cracker. When you come back up and just look at the cracker. I mean, look him straight in his lying eye. This cracker is really a joke. Look at it. Hey, really, look at this cracker. When you come back up and just look at the cracker. I mean, look him straight in his lying eye. This cracker is really a joke. Look at it. Hey, really, look at this cracker. When you come back up and just look at the cracker. I mean, look him. Straight in his line. Told the white folks.
Oh, that's a video. That must be a video of somebody cooning. And I did a video about a nigga cooning and used that in the beginning.
about the black men across the country killed by their white so-called friends, out partying with them, out drinking with them. And then when the party is over, when the drinking is over, they turn around and kill what they call the nigger. What about Jeffrey Dahmer, working at a chocolate factory in the daytime, eating what he called niggers at nighttime? Nigger nuggets at nighttime. What about the black men across the country killed by their white so-called friends, out partying with them, out drinking with them? And then when the party is over, when the drinking is over, they turn around and kill what they call the nigger. What about Jeffrey Dahmer, working at a chocolate factory in the daytime, eating what he called niggers at nighttime? Nigger nuggets at nighttime.
Back with another video. So when you do this line of work.
What about the black men across the country killed by their white so-called friends, out partying with them, out drinking with them? And then when the party is over, when the drinking is over, they turn around and kill what they call the nigger. What about Jeffrey Dahmer, working at a chocolate factory in the daytime, eating what he called niggers at nighttime? Nigger nuggets at nighttime.
I mean, right there.
The problem is not with the crack, Mr. Hannity. The problem is with the cracker.
What?
The problem is not with the crack, Mr. Hannity. The problem is with the cracker. The problem is not with the crack, Mr. Hannity. The problem is with the cracker.
One LVZ. It's a beautiful day of being black. You know why? Because I'm not addicted to opioids. And it's because I'm black. Oh, really? You don't believe me? Well, watch this and listen.
An opioid epidemic is ravaging parts of this country. President Trump has declared it a public health emergency. Last year, overdoses killed some 64,000 people. It's being compared to the AIDS epidemic of the 1980s and 90s. The face of the opioid epidemic has been mostly white, and that's because we have seen a massive increase in drug overdoses among young white adults, often in rural areas. But what's been happening in Black and Latino communities? For answers, we called up Dr. Andrew Khalid. He's co-director of the Opioid Policy Research Collaborative at Brandeis. Dr. Khalid, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
So by the numbers, white communities do seem to be suffering the most from this epidemic, or impacted the most. How is opioid addiction affecting Black and Latino communities?
So our new opioid addiction epidemic is sparing African American and Latino communities. And it's striking when you look at the data, whether you're looking at overdose deaths or emergency room visits for opioid use problems or treatment admissions for opioid addiction. It's very clear that this epidemic is overwhelmingly white, and it begs the question, why? I can share with you a theory, and it is a theory that's based on evidence. Something that we do know is that doctors prescribe narcotics more cautiously to their non-white patients.
antipsychotics, pain medication to Black and Latino patients? I don't think a single word of it. I think this happens on an unconscious level. This isn't, of course, the first time the U.S. has faced a drug epidemic. Crack cocaine in the 80s and 90s. That was often affecting Black communities. Is the response to this crisis different?
Well, let me answer that for you, Miss White Woman. Fuck yeah! Tucker Woods just woke up in the motherfucking police precinct and asked for clean syringes and, hey man, I just scored some heroin and I just did a speedball and I need help. We need to take him over to the hospital. He needs treatment. When niggas was on crack, take this nigga to jail. Let's kick down his door and shoot his dog.
Very different. What we saw from policymakers, what we got from policymakers was a message that we could potentially arrest our way out of the problem. What we got was a war on drugs.
I'll say.
A crackdown on crime. What we're seeing now is a very different response now that we've got an addiction epidemic that's disproportionately white. What we're hearing from policymakers, even conservative Republican politicians, when they talk about the opioid crisis, many begin by saying we can't arrest our way out of this. We have to see that people who are addicted can access effective treatment.
In other words, you can't crack down on this. My daughter's on the stuff. She's sucking Dr. Haba Bitty Bomb every night. Just to get her another prescription. She needs treatment. My ass, that bitch need a jail cell. Hey, all I gotta say at the end of this story is, let's go opioids. Let's go opioids. Here we go, fentanyl. Here we go. Here we go, fentanyl. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go, fentanyl. Dun, dun. Okay, maybe I'm the only George person. Anyway, look.
Hey, my old videos are kind of funny, huh? My old videos were kind of funny. When did I do this? 2017. Bro. That was 7 years ago. That shit was funny than a motherfucker.
Hear what the white man said. Your fault, white people. Hey, I'm about to get a white jersey with red numbers. I'm going to get me a new jersey. White jersey with red numbers. NFL jersey, because I know y'all love the NFL. I'm going to get a white San Francisco jersey with fentanyl on the back with the number 64,000 with red letters. What red numbers with the number 64,000 on the front? Piping your monkey ass out. And it's because your own racism. Because the first thing you think, oh, this nigger's gonna sell these films. I'm not gonna help him get whoppy. You know how they talk when you're in a man. It's a nigger. Not gonna give you any prescription. Your black skin makes you tougher than the average. Misdiagnosing you and shit. And then there you go. If it's a white person, oh, you need medication. Here you go. Here you go. Take as many as you need. All right, we're only gonna. How about once I had a toothache, the bitch gonna tell me I'm gonna write you one prescription because you only got. Bitch, I ain't gonna take it this time. I don't want none of that shit.
Motherfuckers be on cancer. Motherfuckers be having cancer. They still won't give them the opioid. You be black on chemo, they still won't get smoke weed, nigger. The white masters. Which goes actually better. Look at that name, Tyrone. Shit, for the cancer. That man named it. That's another story. Anyway. Man, this is a good news. Ain't it great to be black when your own racism does you there? Hey, man, all I got to say is, man, my tax dollars better not pay for it. Clean up your dirty ass peck of wood. 1 LVC. Pull yourself up by the bootstrap.
But he won't even let me be a member of his church, Carol. I can't even go down and join because I'm white.
No, you can't join.
The problem is not with the crack, Mr. Hannity. The problem is with the cracker.
Hey. Bro, I ain't know them videos is that funny. Some of these videos are literally hilarious. Some of my old videos are hilarious.
Mommy, are you ready? Go. I'm J-Buzz, the future. To my dad, the one LVZ at 9 o'clock. Black power, no cooning. Do you know who you talking to, Peckwood? Mommy, are you ready?
Go.
I'm J-Buzz, the future. To my dad, the one LVZ at 9 o'clock. Black power, no cooning. Do you know who you talking to, Peckwood? Mommy, are you ready?
He was little. My man was so little. He was, man. My guy was so little, man. Damn, y'all. We've been having fun for 12 years. Yeah. We've been having fun for 12 years, y'all. We've been having some motherfucking fun. That blue-eyed, blonde-eyed, pale-skinned, buttermilk complected cracker Christ.
Don't put no words in my mouth, cracker, about no gun. I ain't got nothing against the gun. I believe in my God and in my gun. And now you say, well, you don't really believe in God if you believe in the gun. I believe in God and my gun. And I pray that he will bless me to shoot straight when it's time to shoot straight. When it's time to shoot straight. Don't put no words in my mouth, cracker, about no gun. I ain't got nothing against the gun. Pale skin, buttermilk complexion, cracker Christ. 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 We need an insurrection. We need a revolution. We need the complete destruction of the rule of the white man's world. We don't want to avoid an insurrection. insurrection. We want to run head on, cracker, with an insurrection and take that wig right off your head. We need an insurrection. I don't care nothing about them. And your problem is you're too weak-hearted, you're too chicken-hearted. Some of us, not all, but some of us. I don't care nothing about them. And your problem is you're too weak-hearted, you're too chicken-hearted. Some of us, not all, but some of us. I don't
Yeah, man. Over the years, we done had some quotables and some shit we can remember Dr. Khalid for years to come. Like our brother Professor Black Truth said, he put the war into warrior. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't scared to call out bootlicking niggas, Sambos and Sambets, Peckerwoods, and white supremacists of all ilks. He didn't mind who you were. He was gonna call your ass out and hold you accountable. And to be honest, we missing that as a community. As of late, what's been happening is we have all been embodying that spirit by calling out these bootlicks and these puppets, just like Dr. Khalid wanted us to. And that's kind of why we've been doing his legacy of service. You think about Candace Owens and all of that stuff. Yeah, that's kind of why people like Cat Williams, because it felt like he was speaking truth. But again, Tyrone, that shit was the biggest bunch of bullshit ever. Cat Williams just told you Steve Harvey was a coon. Like I didn't tell you that for 27 years. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, that is why people like Cat Williams, because they feel like he talked unapologetically and spoke up against the thing of power. And in a way he did, but man, fuck Charleston Chew, man. Why are y'all talking about some Charleston Chew? Fuck Charleston Chew. Do not mention Charleston Chew in my motherfucking comment section. Fuck Charleston Chew. Why are we spending time talking about informants? Only talk about that nigga if he in the room or he in your city. Don't talk about Charleston Chew no other time. Fuck Charleston Chew. Police ass Chew. I got a job, Chew. I ain't scared of you calling no police on me. I tell you what I talk about. I ain't even gonna talk about that because I'm gonna stay consistent. I'm not even gonna talk about that. I hate DJ Academics, but I'm not gonna say nothing about it until whatever come out. Now I did hear the DJ Academics up there snitching on niggas, talking about calling the nigga, talking about the nigga girlfriend, talking about your boyfriend been cheating with my girl. What type of... I seen some shit like that somewhere. And I was like, what kind of gay shit is that? What's up? What's up? Happy Dr. Khalid Day, L. First of all, DJ Academics is short and fat with little short arms and did a lot of tough talking to a lot of real niggas. So the allegations that people throwing at him, look, I don't think they're true, and I don't want them to be true, because academics can't go to jail. Yeah, and he against reparations because he ain't getting none. But he for. Yeah, this coon ass. It show you that this is true story. No matter how much money you got, that don't make you cool. That just make you somebody with money. You will still get the shit smacked out of you. You'll just have money in your pocket when this happens. That's niggas got something where they made money and that turned them into some real motherfucking G. No. You was a bitch before you had money. Now you just a bitch with money. Don't go popping off at the lip. Whole pocket full of money. Hey, cross your jaw. You got a pocket full of money, this happening to you. Better buy some security. Put the hand emoji up if you will slap a man no matter how much money he makes. If he disrespects you, put the hand, the black hand like this emoji up. If you will, a man, if he ever disrespects you, right, Ree. Look at Ty. Niggas getting jap slapped with Ty. They getting the motherfucker, the Windex treatment. Ty paintbrushing men. Front and back. Whap, whap. Look, LB say he washing his hands on your jaw. Soap and water. Yeah. I'ma come down on it. Like Charlie Murphy. I came down with it. Hey, money won't stop you from getting slapped. FYF said Ticket TV and Stephen A. Smith exposed Jason Whitlock. Because you're right, Lala D. He is. Remember they said Puffy slapped him? Remember they said Chris Brown put the paws on him? Somebody tell shit, man, look. Somebody tell the truth. Did Ticket TV and Stephen A. Smith exposed Jason Whitlock? LB went, no, they didn't expose no damn. Did they really? FYF is so motherfucker dramatic with his words. He exposed. I didn't even look at. I just saw the shit. I said, that's what he called that. Yeah, that's what he called that. That's what you call that. All right, nigga. Okay, nigga. What did he tell you about Jason Whitlock you didn't already know, nigga? I don't think niggas know what expose means. Expose means bring to light things you that people didn't know. Thank you. Blue Bolt, thank you. That's a man who understands expose has a message to you YouTube niggas. Words have meaning. I should type in the comment section. Jason Whitlock is a fat, Play-Doh shaped, turd face, grimace looking, wig wearing, Sambo sellout who eats butter biscuits and tap dances for massa and will throw a black man under the bus in a heartbeat. What exactly did I expose in anything that I just said? Who hasn't known that for the last 20 years? Am I lying, La La D? Did I expose? Jason Whitlock got underarm hair on top of his, sewed in the top of his head. What did I expose? What the fuck did I just expose? What groundbreaking news did I just give you niggas that you weren't already equipped with? They made it seem like we thought that, damn, before Ticket TV talked to Jason Whitlock, everybody, we looked at him in the black community like Malcolm X. Before Ticket TV and Stephen A. Yeah. Before Ticket TV and Stephen A., everybody was riding with Jason Whitlock. Are you niggas trying to rewrite history? Nobody likes Jason Whitlock. What are y'all exposing? Y'all just called him out. That's what you did. You called him out. You finally called him out on this bullshit. But Stephen A. went harder than Ticket TV. Stephen A. went harder than Ticket TV, if we being honest. My thing with Stephen A., how you gonna say he the black dude that'll get in front of white folks that don't like black people? Oh, you mean like Sean Hannity? You mean like Mark Levin? Cause you get in front of them and say what they like. And they don't like us. They like certain types of black people, but they don't like black people. That's my criticism of him, nigga. You act like them same right wing motherfuckers that you be around is friends of black people. You be with them all the time and ain't scared to call them your friend. So I'm trying to figure out what you're cooning a little better. Explain it to us. Right. When Jerry Jones was in them pictures, Reef, you was sitting there trying to buck dance for him then. So how the fuck are you different again? Matter of fact, Stephen A. and Jason Whitlock broke more news than Ticket and Jason Whitlock talking. Niggas would have thought them two had a lot in common and was good friends. Then you find out they wasn't friends, because then you find out the only reason they not friends no more because Jason Whitlock stabbed Stephen A. in the back. Right. Stephen A. said, don't be mad because you can't brown nose like me. All my life I've brown nose better than you. I've did the tap dance better than you. My eye bucking has been better. I have bucked my eyes. This nigga literally was saying, I buck my eyes better than you. I've tap danced better than you. I've kissed better ass than you. You can ask Jamie Horowitz. You can ask all the white people everywhere that don't really like black people. They love the way that I bash black people better than they love the way you do it. And all I'm trying to say is you haven't reached the level, you fat bitch. You fat piece of shit. Trying to out-coon Stephen A. I'm King Coon. Right, that nigga, nah, that's how Jason Whitlock ran up on Stephen A. begging for a job. Stephen A., I still got it. Broke out this dingy ass shirt he had from where him and Max Kellerman was on the TV show together before they fired his ass and gave it to Marcellus and Max. Because remember, they was working together on ESPN. Then they fired his fat ass. Marcellus and Max worked together. Then Fox gave Whitlock a show. And he immediately brought Marcellus with him. Right. And look, this was so funny. Motherfucker, Skip Bayless don't like Jason Whitlock because he a self-hating black man. Real talk. Skip Bayless didn't. Y'all know why Skip Bayless and Stephen A was getting tired? Because they only disagreed on LeBron. They both ballpark eaters. For real. You know why the Stephen A and Skip Bayless act got tired? Because motherfuckers got tired of seeing Stephen A sound just like Skip Bayless. Clay Travis a racist too. Clay Travis one of them 40 being white like Candace Owens. If you go through his whole political career, this motherfucker's a white liberal, but realized he couldn't cut it. So he became a conservative. I did a little research on him. Yeah, come to find out this nigga the whole time is one of these liberal white people, which proves again, liberal and conservative is a jacket that white people just put on and take off whenever they feel like. Mm-hmm. That's why the terms left and right, a smart black person always replies, well, I'm black, so none of that applies to me. Gay. Exactly. And they both full of shit. Right. Different cheeks on the same ass that's both full of shit, like Dennis Miller and Bill Maher. Same thing. What's up, bang? Me and my brother got into a debate last night, y'all. Real quick, since Bang ain't here. So we talk about the NFL draft. Everybody know I love black quarterbacks. I think Michael Penix is going to go probably to Atlanta because Atlanta done drafted 3 offensive linemen the last 3 years with no quarterback to help them. So I think Atlanta might draft Michael Penix. My brother talk about Bo Nix gonna be better than Michael Penix. I'm like, where, huh? What you say, Bang? He tripping? Thank you. Talk about Bo Nix. I said, Bo Nix? I said, that cracker wasn't better than him in college. But now he mythically, he can't throw scrambling. I said, it don't matter. Yeah, that's what I heard. Atlanta might trade with y'all and get Justin Fields. Anti-hero is football. Everybody has long history of injuries. I I seen a motherfucker heart stop on the football field. And he played. Get somebody to block for him, he won't get injured. There you go. It's football. Everybody. Joey Bosa got a long history of injuries. Nick Bosa got a history of injuries. Right. And our hero. Are you black? Because I don't think so. What type of shit is that? Who skips the last 2 years where he played every down and was one of the best quarterbacks till 4 years ago when he played at Indiana and got injured? Big shocker. He played at Indiana and got injured. The beacon of football, Indiana. What, he had 2 surgeries. He got injured twice, 2 or 3 times. Yeah, but we must have context. You said at Indiana. Never mind when he got to Washington and they can keep him upright. This motherfucker could wing it. They were saying the same shit about Willis McGahee. And Willis just came out, was running his ass off. Did he get injured in the pros? Sure. It's the pros, everybody. Lamar got injury history. You don't give up on him either. And the question was, you think Bo Nix gonna be better than him in the pros? Seriously, answer here. That's what I was asking. I ain't asked about the injury history. Do you think Bo Nix should get drafted and is gonna be a better pro than Michael Penix Jr.? Yes or no? Bo Nix. Talk about, look at C.J. Stroud. Do you see Bo Nix having a better pro career? That nigga Bo Nix gonna be a career backup. I really believe that. Bo Nix is gonna be a career backup. Him, J.J. McCarthy, all of them are backups. This the year of the black quarterback. If you draft you a black quarterback, look, let's look at the playoffs. Let's look. If you draft or have a black quarterback, you will be in winning position. You don't believe me? Let's look at the playoffs. Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Dak Prescott. Then you got Tua. Now keep in mind, it is Joe Flacco, but it's supposed to be who? It is Joe Flacco, but if he wasn't injured, think about it, they was 4-1 or something like that when they realized he was injured. They won like 2 more games and kept playing him. And then they realized they was injured. There we go, anti-hero. Then you got CJ. He playing. CJ Stroud, I forgot him. So it's CJ, Patrick Mahomes. Well, it's Lamar, CJ, Patrick Mahomes, Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts, Tua. It's supposed to be Watson. 7 of the playoff teams got a black quarterback. Seven teams got a black quarterback. Three out of the top 5 Super Bowl favorites got black quarterbacks. Baltimore, Dallas, Eagles or Kansas City and the Eagles, however you want to flip it. Some of the better quarterbacks. What is 8 teams? Am I lying, bang? It's 8 teams, 16 quarterbacks. Y'all tell me if I'm lying. Number 1, Lamar. 2, Patrick. No, well, based on how they play this year, Lamar, Prescott, CJ, Patrick. Which one of them white quarterbacks better than them? Am I lying? Then it's Tua and Jalen Hurts. They better than them up. Jared Goff or Jalen Hurts? Jared Goff or Tua? They just as good. The time is about to be in the NFL. If you want to win, a black man is going to have to head your franchise. He's going to have to be your quarterback. And you're going to start having to get black coaches because these white coaches ain't learning how to coach them right. It's going to be a black coach that coach hit this for real. The first black coordinator, black coach, and black coach and black quarterback, they get together with all 3 of them are on the sideline calling plays with a black backup. When that team destroys everybody in the league, that's going to start being one of the trademarks to win. That's why they don't like black coaches. That's why they don't want black coaches like that. I don't talk about football at all. Y'all know that, but I watch and I see the dynamics. Don't think I ain't noticing that all the best teams, all the playoff teams, all the teams with a Super Bowl shot, 3 out of the top 5, San Francisco got a white quarterback. And people think they could win. And Buffalo got Josh Allen. And people think they could sneak and win. That's it. Nobody think Jared Goff is like that. Flacco is old and white. That's it. Nobody believe in them like that. Am I lying? Am I lying? Nobody scared of them. Nobody is scared of them. You know I'm not lying. So the new age of the way the NFL has to go, you got to get a black quarterback. He could be a stand in the pocket there, dude like Penix. He could be a run guy like Jalen Hurts. He could be a pass run guy like Lamar. He could be a gunslinger pass run like Patrick Mahomes. He could be a dime dropper like Watson was before the scandal. I'm telling you. It's about to be a new era. It's going to have to be if they're going to win. You're going to have all these bum-ass white quarterbacks. White folks going to be asking for you to put the black quarterback. Get him out! We want the nigger to throw the ball. Get him out of here! We want the nigger to toss it. He makes it look like a great big old watermelon. You sound like my bro. You think Ritter can play? I don't. I don't think he can play at all. I think he can play backup to a good quarterback. I think Atlanta got 5 backups trying to play starter. He could play good sometimes. I'm going to be honest. I think Atlanta had 2 backups trying to play starter. Washington was doing that this year. The one backup ran out of magic, and they was waiting too long to put the other backup in. You got 2 backup quarterbacks. Backup quarterbacks are good for about 5, 6 wins. If you got Case Keenum luck, 12. But you always turn back into the motherfucker pumpkin Cinderella. Cinderella, the carriage always turns back into the pumpkin. See, the thing about the Cinderella story in real life is you turn back to Cinderella and that's who you are. You don't believe me. If you don't believe me, watch this. 1986 NC State Wolfpack was a Cinderella story. Dirk Wittenberg, Lorenzo Charles, Shackelford, all them motherfuckers that played. Name me one of them niggas that made the NBA. I can name you plenty of Cinderella story. George Washington with Yankadare. How did that work out? George Mason, James Madison. the only thing that happened with these Cinderella stories is this. The coaches become legendary coaches because they leave there, go to a real franchise, and finally make a real name for themselves. Like Jim Laurinaiga did when he left. Was that George Mason or James Madison? It was one of our schools, and when Coach Laurinaiga left, that's the thing about a Cinderella story. You turn back to the pumpkin. It's no real super success stories at the end. The Maryland Terrapins, as much as I'd hate to say it, every year we was going to the national champion, going to the NCAA finals, Sweet 16s, Elite Eights with Gary Williams. We had, I think our most talented team was Juan Dixon, Steve Francis, Terrence Morris. That team had Chris Wilcox as a freshman. No, they ain't had Wilcox on that team because Wilcox was a freshman. They had enough talent on that team to win, though. And they didn't. I think they went to like the Elite Eight. So when Juan Dixon and Lonnie Baxter and all them win, man, that was a Cinderella story. Steve Blake, Juan Dixon, Lonnie Baxter, Chris Wilcox, all of them. That was a Cinderella story. The University of Maryland won. Bro, none of them. Steve Blake played the longest. He was a bench rider. What was this? Chris Wilcox was a bust, a lottery bust. They turned back into the pumpkin. It turned back to the pumpkin. The horse of courage always turns back to the pumpkin. So Bo Nix remind me of a Cinderella story. Them niggas Penix and them, they ain't no Cinderella story. Them are perseverance and success stories. Look, you gonna be talking about all his college injuries he had while he racking up numbers in the pros. For real, that's the truth. That's what's gonna happen. People be like, man, everybody thought because of the injuries and this, that, and the third, they wasn't. He ain't got Greg Oden injury prospects where they say, oh man, his knees like an old man and this, that, and the third. They was telling you that was gonna happen to Greg Oden anyway. He had degenerative knees. They not telling you that about with Michael Penix. You just got hit, and sometimes you get hit wrong in the game with grown men falling on you. Yeah, you gonna get you, especially you playing in the. And think about the years he got hurt. He playing in the year with Hutchinson at Michigan. What's his name at Ohio State? Bosa and fucking Chase was still at Ohio State when he got hurt. Shit, Karlaftis was still at Purdue. Yeah, Karlaftis was still even there. So, yeah, man, you gotta think about that. He wasn't, yeah. And he was playing at the weakest football school. Yeah, that nigga was 17 years old. That nigga was born with a driver's license. When his mom was 9 months, they gave Greg Oden Jr. a learner's permit. That nigga sonogram looked like Abraham Lincoln. Son come out look like Booker T. Washington. And the son came out time looked like Booker T. Washington. That nigga 22, he looked like W.E.B. Du Bois. You go, what the fuck, brother? Man, let me get the hell off of here. I gotta go get ready to get Barry in a little bit, man. Happy birthday to the greatest black man that ever lived. Much love to y'all, man. Check out my sister Lisa Cabrera. She about to go live in 30 minutes. Much love to y'all. Have a successful, prosperous Dr. Khalid Day. Happy birthday, Dr. Khalid. Rest in power. We love you. LVZ. I'm out.